versus Alk, but he's going to be KB.
And Crystal dispels on.
So it looked like there was some sort of weird connect thing going on, at least on my screen.
What does the chat have to say? No, I meant not Twitch chat.
I already checked that. There's nothing.
No, that's a lot. If you click the.
So it looks like, yeah, there's an audio issue for Alliance. Fnatic are ready. No more bathroom break. Be fair to them. This pause is Alliance's fault.
Not that we're blaming anyone for anything.
Exactly.
By the way, have I mentioned how much Ice died in this tournament?
Oh, let's still on that. Let's talk about that for another 2 minutes.
Let's do it, please.
We got to see Phil.
You might guess.
9.75 deaths per game.
You committed it to memory. You didn't even pull that up.
Yep. In the last best of 3 when these two teams met, it was an ugly sight.
I think that's the best that can happen.
I mean, that's more than his average.
Yeah, he's above average.
I just remember his dodge 0-9 the trees where he looks like he's about to just feed 0-10 and then he makes a sick play and outplays the hell out of a fight.
You know, I think he's gonna die a lot this game too because Nightstalker's gonna be farming.
It's a hot take.
Well, like the lineup pretty much guarantees it, right?
He's laning versus an Alchemist, right? That's the lane you die in.
No, not in the lane.
Oh, okay.
But like
later.
Come a little bit later in the game,
Sure.
like Nightstalker's just chilling and farming, right? For like the first 15-20 minutes.
Yeah.
So Tiny is the one that's setting up the ganks, which means Tiny's the one that's getting his butt beat down when Alliance return fire.
Where are we setting the over/under on his deaths per game?
This 10.
This game.
10 seems like go.
Over or under 10?
Well, let's do,
Yeah,
let's do
0.5.
9. Let's do 9.
So 9.5?
9.75 or
Well, you got to do the middle ground, so say under,
Okay,
it's
okay.
9 or less, or
Yeah.
10
Oh,
is
okay, I'm with you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say under.
under 9.5.
I think over for sure.
I'm under. I don't think he dies. A lot of his deaths always come the first 10, 15 minutes of the game, and I don't think he's dying. I think he's only going to die 5 or 6 times this game.
Oh, Alliance is going to end their game really quickly then.
You think over 5.5? Over under 5.5?
Over for sure.
Over 5.5.
Okay. I believe in Ice. He's not. He's dying.
Now you believe in him.
Yeah.
This has been your personal trash.
This is his game. This is his comeback story.
Against this guy for the past 2 days.
He is going to go off. He is going to get a fast blink dagger. He's dying less than 5.5 times. He's a fantastic game. Ice. Don't prove me wrong. Every time, I don't say if you do, I don't die there. Either way, I'm happy.
So this is a win-win. Either you win the bet or you or he feeds, and then you get to be entertained.
The bad stare is like the 6 to 8 range.
That's
he
true.
needs to die less than 6 or more than like 8 or 9. Just so big in one direction.
It was either comical or win the bet.
Yeah. Oh man.
So we got another game going on for those who don't like pauses.
Yeah.
I believe it's actually going on. Let's check that out. Twitch.tv
You're going to radio cast it?
/ Beyond the Summit 2.
There's gyrocopter. You farming up that hard?
No. Hey. Let's show some respect to B-Cop and Lizard. We're not going to steal their thunder.
Yeah.
But we could.
Lizard, another Bulgarian representative.
He's not Bulgarian.
He's not?
No.
I don't think
He's
so. Some other European country.
Really?
He's Bosnian.
Oh, Bosnian. That's right.
You know, that's really offensive.
It is. Very much so.
You don't seem like you.
Isn't Mind Control Bulgarian?
Yes.
Yes.
Mind Control is
Mind
Bulgarian.
Control is the other Bulgarian.
That's my...
But yeah, that game's going on. We got a Magnus Jug on the Fighting Panda side, and he home with the old gyrocopter.
Gyrocopter. Oh, Monkey King.
What the monkey? Yeah,
Owning too. Look at that.
It's a Mane classic there.
I love Monkey King. I'm really bad at that.
Yeah. You need a... I did not have the patience to learn trees very well.
The number of times that I die, like trying to get my ult off, or like finally get it off, and then just immediately die. It's real embarrassing. That hero's tough to play.
He's my highest win percentage hero in Dota 2.
You've played
Monkey
him
King?
once, and you have 100% win rate?
I played it 6 times.
Whoa.
5 and 1.
Wow.
Whoa!
So I don't have any
You
heroes
offering
behind,
lessons?
Mine
Yeah.
is Zeus. I'm 7-0.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's good.
I'm pretty sure I've only ever randomed Zeus also.
All right, we have an on pause. Woo!
Good
Let's
stuff.
go, boys.
Well, let's calm down. The game has
Yeah.
not started yet.
There's still time.
A lot can go wrong here.
DJ saying 1-0. But by the way, a little bit of quick bad BM.
There's not much more time to say.
Dude, this Gandalf is it's Coddle. It's like he has not had a good night's sleep in a while. He's all haggard and.
He has the...
Does. That's true.
Sure enough.
May the
Baby.
light
In the
for
alliance.
battle.
Only makes sense. All right. Stop what you're doing. Pay attention. We have Dota 2 coming at you right now. It is Alliance versus Fnatic, best of 3. Huge playoff implications. Winner of this series straight into the upper bracket. I'm rich. They will feel deliciously happy, and the loser, well, they'll be in the BO1s and borderline suicidal. So you better win. Can Fnatic slay the Alchemist strat? It got banned out a lot yesterday. It slips through here, but they knew it was coming. Presumably, they've got a plan.
Genius.
See soon enough. The ISSI is tiny, going to be the lane counter.
All right.
Oh boy.
Here's the plan. Just kill jabs.
30
Blinding
seconds
light,
to battle.
though. Fada. Not going to be able to finish him off.
Yeah, he tried to run away because if he goes for the body blocks, he's going to get blinded anyway. So he tried to do some like next level,
Well, I think
super far body block.
either that or he was trying to get it far away from Hansen, that only one of them gets blinding lighted, but he couldn't make enough distance. AoE is just too big on that cell.
So they're going to leave 33 alone, it looks like. He's been given regen and just secure this out
The
farm.
battle begins.
23 Savage get the double rune bottom up. Go back for his own. 1 rune apiece, 2 runes apiece. And that's with an Alch, so you're happy if you're Alliance.
Yeah.
So how's the tri-lane going to fare against the tiny keeper?
Pretty well. They've got a stun set up into and follow-up into an arrow. Like, you feel pretty that you can particularly bully this Coddle. Normally Coddle wants to play in like the side of the lane on the right side and just trade right clicks with blind light, but you can't do that against a tri-lane that has this kill potential.
Yeah.
Someone will just be constantly hunting you and probably ogre trying to set up that stun.
He has to use the blinding light on the...
They're going to get the party started nice and early. Blinding light will prevent any sort of kill threat, but good harass on ice.
That's
And they got the early Bassy here for Handskin, so that will be pretty value in the lane.
they'll be using these spells off cooldown more or less. But it's going to be Ice who takes it because he can survive with blinding light support. If it's jabs getting caught, he just goes down more or less.
Our mid lane 6-0 CS start on DP, 7-0 now.
Wow.
Moon has a big wave coming in.
Perfect 8 CS.
Not bad for him. Obviously, Invoker not really that great at level 1, but tends to ramp up the later levels.
What build are you expecting out of this Moon Invoker?
I mean, he's got Quaswick so far, not to say that because he's fully committed to it, but I slightly lean towards the Quaswick just because he wants to be more active and allow this Night Stalker just to really farm an axe, and then once the axe is there, you want to just try and win the game off of it. So I think Quaswick.
33. Chewing through a lot of regen here in the bottom lane. Taking some heavy punishment from the Shadow Shaman.
Definitely a lane you want to...
That's 4 tangos already.
Yeah.
About to be his 5th.
He's playing the 1v2. You can't stop the out from free farming because of the tri-lane, so you need to make sure that the lane goes well for himself.
They're going to keep pressure up in the top lane. Ice does miss here on the Avalanche. That could be trouble. Arrow is available. They've already committed the blinding light. Cooling down in just a few seconds on the run. The acid spray should be enough here to net a first blood, and it's going to go to Nico, baby. So great start for him.
Oh no.
So it begins, my friends.
Nature is upon us.
You want to change your number, gods?
That's the tri-lane. You know, it's an alchemist.
Are you like trying to say these deaths don't count or something?
Oh, they definitely count.
Okay.
There's some not backpedaling.
Be a man of your bed. You know, that's all.
Yeah.
Hey, Victor Savage, you know, 19-5. CSing well here.
Yeah.
You got a Night Stalker in the game.
Not this Warrior's not going to be too bothered. I mean, even if the Shaman wasn't here, I feel like the high armor of a Night Stalker can deal with a Legion Commander just fine. So if DJ chooses to rotate, I think that 23 Savage will just be fine.
They do have Shackles here. 33, sticking around.
I imagine DJ rotates is just more of a matter of when. Like,
Yeah.
you don't want to be tri-laning as a level 1 Shaman Coddle. Once he's like level 3, I think that may be time to go top because you've secured your Night Stalker a big advantage in the lane with the CS he's got.
I mean, with Class X, I wouldn't be surprised if he goes mid. Death Prophet could be pretty vulnerable to Shackles.
Gonna go for another pull here, play the kind of economy game, but as it stands, it's nothing stopping the Alk from getting his farm.
Moon having a pretty rough time mid. 8 CS to the 23, almost 24.
Holy, wow.
TP.
Okay, I did not see that coming.
I mean, Booker's not really supposed to win his lane, but this is a hard loss.
Yeah. It's rough. And he's committed
It was
Class X.
it really was just those first 2 waves.
Well, they're going to rotate, though. Tornado off the mark. DJ, though, he's still going to go in with the Cold Snap combo. I don't think they get the kill without that Tornado. Spirit Siphon coming out, and Limp just sliding away.
That's such a big loss for them. They commit a TP that would have guaranteed kill with the Tornado. They had the level 2 at their shot.
Yeah, I'm surprised they led with it, though. Like, they...
With the Tornado?
Right.
First was just like a Cold Snap.
Or, I mean, just like the Shackles landed anyway. I'm pretty sure he was going to get it. Unless if Death Prophet ran south as well.
Oh, find 33 instead. Looks like Legion Commander going to go down to the Taser.
That's DJ's up King Boots already. Performance in.
Wow.
This guy always makes plays.
That's
Team is heavy, but he is strong.
but I'm okay with him leading with Tornado. You just got to hit it because that should be an easy one to hit. There's no boots on Limp.
Yeah.
That was just a mistake from Moon, if anything.
5-minute rune is coming up against an Alchemist. Doesn't look like yet. Doesn't really challenge it.
Top, yeah.
Not
Ideally, you go for 3. You try to get both bottom and
yeah.
1 top.
And Hanskin's up here to secure the top one. The tri-lane's still operating, so.
Yeah, 23 Savage can keep 33 in the lane with DJ grabs both.
Well, Marana's going to try to contest this, but she's too late. So, yeah, well, it should be a 3-4 DJ. He's not going for it.
I guess the 33 assumes he goes for it, so because he doesn't have a
Well,
ward.
Savage has phase, so if he sees 33 going, he could run over. So a support would have to TP.
Looking to catch Limp by surprise, but I think Limp's falling back. Might be going for a shrine or something here.
And hasn't seen DJ reemerge after a turn to nighttime, so.
All right, set the timer. Nico Baby already has the relic queued up.
Yeah, okay.
3,700 net worth.
He's in the danger zone. Kill, assist,
Radiant are
huge
scattered.
net worth advantage. Yeah.
Only one of the 4 bounty runes.
Those
but
bounties are a big deal, though, because like
They are.
Invoker is actually out net worthing the Death Prophet. He has caught up decently in CS. But yeah, it's that's a big deal.
The regen battle is something Invoker typically would have mid to with the Quaswex build.
Yeah.
Death Prophet's forced to use just a bit more salves, tangos.
Especially with that gank as well.
Moon just gets free HP regen.
They're gonna engage top though. Ice could be death number 2. Blinding light was used.
Death number 3.
Dyer's top
Trying
tower.
to fudge the numbers here.
I know the 3. I lost track. No, I was over, so I'm rooting for it.
Okay, man.
He's only got 2 more this game. Don't worry, guys.
I mean, I said he should die though. Like, I think the nature of the draft is maybe not so much in the lanes. I didn't really expect the tri lane, but you know, he is going to be their primary initiator later on.
Here comes Night Stalker.
23 Savage trying to get aggressive here. He is real low, but so too is Fauna. Man, the Ether Shock damage. They've underestimated it. They've got stick charges on 23 Savage. Quick TP out from DJ. No duel just yet. He is gone. Calling himself.
Flies the smoke. I wonder where he's going to go. I would admit, I think Limp needs to die.
You don't think he goes top for Alchemist?
I don't think you kill an Alchemist.
DJ's really under-leveled this game, though, compared to like some of the past games. He's like level 5 at this point. He's only 3.
I don't know if you can
Closing
get
on 4.
to Alchemist before he hits level 6, because Shaman's a hella slow here, and he's crawling his way up there. Didn't even smoke up for it yet.
There's a lot of stacks being formed in this dire jungle too. That is a big concern.
They're decent at taking them. Not great at this stage with only the level 1 Illuminate.
And the Alka is
Level 2.
Oh, yeah, for Radiant,
Yeah.
The Alka
I mean, for stealing
back
them.
in the jungle already, though.
Mid-leap.
Alka says, I'm the level 6, this lane doesn't feel safe, Shaman's missing, I'm just going to go take these triple stacks and things my team has made for me already.
Go baby is real farmed, guys. Basically feels unchallenged over halfway to the relic.
Exactly what's happening. Moon's rotating top, so they're going to give them mid lane to DJ to catch up on experience.
Tornado EMP. This is going to connect. There's the follow-up there, though. The arrow comes through. Hits. Slice. I don't know if they have the damage without his toss. Looks like they don't. Limp gets out. Handskin. Nice shot there. Spoiled the gank.
Yeah, slick arrow. It's not
It's
just a creep wave either. Not that it would matter against him. But they're just going to stun her out. I still don't think they can take this tower.
Dire's top tower is
That's
under attack.
probably too late to contest Nico Baby here. Has the ultimate up to 3k gold. Just added about 800 to his bank account in the last minute.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
This is a free farming Night Stalker still. Like, he's going to ever keep up the free farming Alchemist, but this is a hero we've just seen take over the game once that Aghanim Scepter comes online.
And they have good support to enable him. You know, we talked about the Invoker. The Tiny is real poor, but still just a good ganker. But I'd be concerned if I were Fnatic.
They're banking on the power of Night Stalker. Sure.
4D Shaman.
Yeah.
I mean, his fifth net worth. He's out farming 33's leading commander.
Or Ice Tiny.
On Handskin, but he's able to leap away in time.
Looking here, trying to make it harder for Alliance to defend this tower.
Whoa.
Find a kill bottom on Limb.
DJ Shadow Shaman with a haste rune.
Yeah, and a great ward that he placed
Dire's
earlier.
Oh, and a courier.
Oh, the Dark Ascension.
They're going to be diving here top. They do find the Legion command. TP out the Piranha, so 33 is left alone. Fnatic starting to see some momentum. They get another kill on Fauna. Just like that, Alex World gets a little dangerous.
Allowed to do stuff before his Aghanim's is online? What's this all about? Pretty savage.
Yeah, Urus.
And they're going to grab these kills are happening at a good time for Fnatic too, because they're going to get 3 bounties again.
They
have 4.
Oh, 4.
Yeah, 4 bounty runes. Ice taking a bit of a stack here as well. Not a massive one, but at least 10 things to take away from Alf. Really good sequence of events for them. DJ's about to hit level 6 as well, without even using the Tome of Knowledge.
And now they have Shaman wards can potentially go for a big push here. Action continues up top, but 33 too tanky.
It's an interesting idea where they just had Moon camping out this top lane. It's not like he's contesting the Alk's farm, because Alk has been jungling for a while, but
I don't think anyone Radiant has been mid in like the past 2 minutes.
they had DJ. He for a little
so
bit,
that's
but then
what-
he,
that is level
DJ
6,
went
okay.
mid, and then he broke
got the
bottom.
haste rune, okay,
exactly.
so-
I think he left at the 10-minute mark when he got the haste.
Oh man, real annoying to be the Legion commander right now. Yeah, constantly out of mana.
This Cold Snap, I mean, as long as she has
Dire's
a mango,
bottom
the Cold
tower
Snap,
is under attack.
Spirit Vessel's never going to kill her because she has to press the attack. So.
23 Savage is trying to commit for the tower in the bottom lane. They do it. The Shaman wards. DJ somewhat in the neighborhood. Are they going to come drop a? He's thinking about it. Nico Baby has the tower under control, and they are going to back off in the end. So no commitment just yet. Still keeping the pressure up top. Fnatic just kind of in slow siege mode on both of these side lanes here.
It's just sustained from the Cuddle Chakra, allowing Ice to just spam spells for days. He's just constantly harassing, and that makes it very hard to defend when you just don't have full health. DJ comes up, does decide to drop some more.
Wow, okay.
The creep was going to die, so they would have taken. They would have to wait maybe another creep wave to get that one, but
Radiant's on the line. 11 or 12 minutes, basically.
But I feel like Fnatic are doing a lot in sequence of events where we got the courier, a couple of hero kills.
They look good right now. I think the game's somewhat even-ish right now. Fnatic seems to be doing a lot more, but that's of course the nature of Alk just farming at Radiance in the jungle. So Alliance's timing happens around that, basically the BKB/Blink.
Death Profit is very poor, and so too is Legion, and that has to be concerning. These heroes need farm.
DJ's out farming Death Prophet. This is again. And
He's got a blink.
I think these out games don't feel great when both your other cores are struggling. You need usually at least one of your cores to have a decent issue game. They don't have to be crushing their lane, but they can just be going even. And neither Legion nor Death Prophet are having that even game.
See Moon closing out his Spirit Vessel, so they'll get a tool to deal with the Alk here soon. DJ just lurking, and he'll blink back. Like he said, they're keeping the pressure up around the map. No one's really committing.
Dire's
The
top
blink
tower is
tower.
under attack.
13 minutes.
Yeah, it's bananas.
Holy cow.
He actually had it like a minute and a half ago.
This guy is just nuts.
Duel up the lane, and they kill off this Night Stalker. DJ's coming in, has the nukes, turns it around, and Exorcism committed, but I don't see them killing this Night Stalker.
So I'd say no detection, I believe, and also that exorcism can get kind of spooky.
In fact, Fnatic are pushing elsewhere while the Exorcism is going, committing onto the Ogre, EMP, Cold Snap, and Alliance try to make something happen with the Moonlight Shadow, but nothing is happening. Now Fnatic will have a nice window with the wards up.
Wards up, Aghanim's up on Mindstalker, Natural Knight, and another minute.
Dire's top tower is under
Feels like go
attack.
time.
Yeah.
They don't have great vision, as Alliance have de-warded several wards, but they'll
Oh,
still
they
find
got the Cold Snap into the Hex, so it just sleeps out. But Ice waiting, chucks the golem down to the low ground.
That was actually sick. Handsome barely gets into the trees, so no immediate shackle
Radiant
follow-up.
structures
DJ,
are fortified.
there's no way he misses that unless they
Go tier 2 here, though.
yeah, they have wards, yeah.
Dire's middle tower
the
has fallen.
Aghanim Scepter Night Stalker. It's been nighttime in 30
Oh,
seconds.
DJ's got bigger ambitions. He wants to go Alk. Oh, just a bit too late.
Blink is up, and he
Just a
half
bit
a
too
second.
late.
Yeah, that would have been a huge kill to get.
Yeah, especially because Nico Baby is about to get a BKB. And it's mostly, I guess Night Stalker's right clicks are decent, but it's mostly nuke damage for Fnatic right now, so he will
Dire's
pick
top
this game.
tower is under attack.
The Shaman
Radiant's
factor,
bottom tower
because they've
is
got the
under
Legion
attack.
Commander, they have that save against the Shackles and the Hex. Legion
good
are having a miserable time. He really is going to feel like a lot of a support hero to a certain extent.
They're going to take this fight bottom. They know there's no Death Prophet. They can go in. Ice hunting. So too is 23 Savage. Everyone spreading. Gives them the big old chuck. Out comes Triple Boy on the run. Alliance is getting massacred here. Towers can't stand against this. Heroes can't stand against this. They need to get back real quick. The chucks. The boys still overextend. 23 Savage. Oh, he eats the deal. He eats the spirit. Oh, baby. Will-O-Wisp for the save. Will-O-Wisp for the win.
Oh my
Gets
god.
out. I didn't believe he ran away.
Yeah, he did.
He's like, you're dead. I'm not helping you. Jabs with the heads up ulti. That Night Stalker death would have really hurt them when it's nighttime at this point. So good call from Fnatic. Top bounty runes, I believe. Yeah, Fnatic ended up picking those up. So it was 2 for 2 bounty runes. Something Alliance will be happy about with the Alchemist, but
Men are scanning.
still looking Fnatic favored right now, despite where the Alk is at. There's 4 cores in the top 5 on the Fnatic side.
Radiant are
Alk does have
scanning.
BKB. Just gotta be careful not to overextend into him as Fnatic. Colonel just chilling in the jungle though.
It's definitely the cleanest Fnatic early mid game we've seen this tournament.
Clean and Fnatic has been anathema up until now. Those are not 2 words you put in the same sentence, but you're right.
I'm not holding my breath yet. I think if I give Fnatic like 2 core deaths, and once that happens, then it's going heavily in favor. I didn't know Light of was casting this.
So far,
It's an icon.
none of their cores have died.
No, of course not. Yeah, so they're doing it great.
They're 3 cores, 0 deaths.
DJ, oh, the real core is getting caught out here, guys. This is a problem.
There's their first core death.
Dire's bottom tower is under
Yeah.
attack.
First core death of the game.
This little dual win there. 33, but he might get punished here in the bottom lane. Charging forward with the Cold Snap with the Night Stalker right clicks. Oh, wait, oh, he's safe. He's out of there.
He wanted to play it safe.
They don't want to overcommit.
it's risky. This ogre does pose a bit of a threat with the multicast fire blast if you dive towers there.
And Fnatic don't really. I guess they have the Ignis, but it's not like a traditional save by any means.
Blink online for the Alchemist. He's got the whole kit. He's ready to rumble.
Let me point in the stun right now, but it does have the whole kit as you mentioned.
Yeah, I imagine everyone's just setting up for the Mirana arrow though. Between Fire Blast, Duel, and Unstable Concoction, they just want to load up a long arrow.
It's just going to feel... If you can just ignore the Alch and just look up Death Prophet and some of these other heroes, you can just deal with the Alch using your stuns. I think for Fnatic,
I think Nightstalker is the only hero that can go into the Radiance, though. I think all the other heroes can't stand in a fight long enough to like, make the way to the Death Prophet.
Particularly with now with a BKB, like this Invoker has to be a little bit cautious in these fights.
Yeah.
Looks like they might be making a play now. The whole team grouping up.
Man, D is still going for BKB, despite being against a Legion commander.
Just have to shackle the Legion, maybe.
You're probably not, like, initiating onto the Shaman, right? Like, the Legion's probably going first.
I think it's
No,
just a
to
good item
press the
against
attack
heroes.
off shackles.
Oh, press the
Yeah.
attack.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a good item, I feel like, regardless against the lineup to a certain extent. There is physical damage from Death Prophet announced.
I think the Legion's usually going to be
I'm
focused
surprised-
on starting fights, though. Like,
That's
they
true.
don't have another way to start them.
Aside from the Alchemist, I guess. But yeah. I'm just thought that like an Aether Lens would be more up the...
Fnatic setting up mid. They see Dota. That's going to be the first hero they go on. Lim could be next, though. DJ's in position.
Nice.
Gets off the boards. Gets the trap with the Ignite. Heavy commitment. They will secure the kill. Now they can push.
I feel like this is how you take fights for Fnatic. If you can get the jump on there and not go on Alchemist, go on the others, Alch doesn't want to fight when it's like 3-5. Yeah, he's still all his items, but he doesn't want to play active game.
And hey, you have push because you have, you know, an Alacrity Night Stalker hitting for like 300 per attack.
Yeah, but they used wards to kill off the Prophet, and Dark Ascension's going to time out now. So they get a tier 2, but it's not going to do much more than that.
It's just like Alliance have no plays they can make outside of Alch initiating. So if Alch is just roaming around the map and trying to initiate, he's not timing.
Yeah.
Legion not having a blink makes it very limited in what they can do.
Is there a point where you can just man up and they can take a fight? Is the AC the item? Then you can go.
He's kind of ready to go now. It's just he wants teammates who are also ready to go. Like he doesn't really want to just be smoking up and trying to blink initiate when there's farm on the map. He needs to be the one farming and pushing lanes, and also he's the initiator, which is just like this. He can't do everything.
Fnatic getting into their comfort zone here, pushing out the lanes. Putting the map, but doing it from a position of advantage, and it's going to be a 20-minute Midas by Moon. So securing them some extra late game.
Yeah, you're playing against Alch. You've got your key item in the Spirit Vessel. Why not? There's no other obvious item that gives you a power spike at this stage of the game, so your levels and your crazy talents like your Cataclysm matter a lot more.
It's hard to see Alch doing it
Radiant's bottom tower is
the
under
way the
attack.
game's developed.
Yeah,
I agree.
Limp at 33, need to get useful items soon.
God, they are desperately poor.
It's like there's the Eels, but this
Radiant's
is the Death
bottom
Prophet
tower
who's
is under
miles
attack.
behind. Legion, you can kind of play from behind if you have a blink, but it still needs 1,500 gold.
Alka trap pick, perhaps? We shall see, but not looking great right now.
So you can say, oh, the Alch's doing fine, look at his farm, but the reason these, particularly the Legion, is struggling is because they had to tri-lane to secure Alch's lane. Perhaps you could say Limp shouldn't be struggling this much, but the supports basically can't Alchemist his lane. They were stacking jungle for him for a lot of this game. And Fnatic is just like happy to sit back there. Like we kind of won the early mid game. Normally Alchemist beats you around the 20-minute mark. This is not like
This is when everyone sits behind him and he just smacks buildings.
yeah. You think Alch is this kind of crazy carry, but it's this crazy carry who comes online 20 minutes in or even like 18 minutes in and starts killing you. And that hasn't happened. So I think Fnatic feel like they can just go late game here.
They're gonna go Roche. So here's more dropped. 23 Savage will tank it up.
It's daytime, but the Dark Ascension. That's the other reason Fnatic's not looking to play hyper aggressively as it is daytime.
Alliance don't... I mean, they're still immensely respecting what Fnatic have right now. They're all just grouped up.
scout the Roshan with an arrow, but I think they can't.
I think they need to. They can't just keep this up for free. And
Radiant's middle
it's a slow Rosh. The wards are going to start getting cleaned up. They might have softened up for Alliance. Limp charges in. He says, great, I'm just going to get to work here. I don't know about this, though. This is risky. They catch out Nico, baby. As well as 33. Loses all his mana right away. Ice coming in with a quick combo. The egg gets dropped. Pretty heavy commitment. Caught out, too. Now the BK Night Stalker charging in, going back the other way. Yet to find that key kill. It's the Alk who's isolated. They zone up the team. They completely combo him. Didn't even get off the BKB. Doesn't have to buy back. Night Stalker in deep, though. The duel is not going to matter. He's fine. He gets out of there. And now the Ogre Magi in trouble. Fnatic cleaning house. 3 heroes dead, including that precious Alkin. It's going to be 4. Running on Link now. The Wolf coming through. Maybe not. Can he get away? Full tap. DJ has the shackles. Big chunk. Big kill. The Night Stalker.
It's his game. It's the comeback game, guys. Ultra kill. Only 3 deaths as well. 5, 3, and 3.
How could I do?
There's still time left, but no, it looks really good for Fnatic.
I'm still giving DJ credit for that. He manages to snipe out the Alchemist before he activates the BKB. Yet again, the Shaman disable instantly, making sure that the carry can't do anything. And now,
even here at Roche, he's like zoning out the Miranda, playing on the top side. He's such a high IQ player. Like, he reads the enemy movement so well, and has the mechanical skills to punish it. And that is terrible news for Alliance. Doesn't matter how well this Alchemist is doing, the rest of his team is just down in the dumps. Saw you clicking the Alchemist in that fight, Tsunami. He did not have his AC for that fight.
Yeah.
That could have made a big difference.
he had to go for it, though. He needed to show up for that fight no matter what. I guess I would have gone for the same angle of approach. I don't blame him for going north. It's just, like you said, DJ, too high IQ for him.
They have so much area control in the fights between the Night Stalker, Crippling Fear, and Ignis, and the Invoker. It's very easy to split Alliance like that, and Fnatic did a good job.
It's just so hard for these. Seriously, you can't just walk in versus Invoker because Tornado EMP is just being spammed out. Like Legion just gets hit by it. There goes most of his mana. Then gets cold snap if he uses press the attack, and then Ignis just gets gets isolated.
Smoke looks like it just missed jabs. He's just gonna waltz in bottom.
33, so close to his blink.
Gets it started, blasting him back. Ice is there. Missing the avalanche. Follow up actually on the other side of the fight where 23-7 ran into the entire Alliance team. He's gonna turn back and finish off the Legion Commander. Ignis comes through, catching out the Alchemist. BKB still available, yet to pop at this game. Doesn't really want to be fighting without his Legion Commander. Let's think about a team fight. Ice, quick assassination. Chase continues. Baby might be the only one left standing by the time this dive ends. They get the cold snap onto Limp. The auto attacks coming through. Alchemist revving up a stun. Here he comes. Gets off the BKB. Can he do anything? He's hacking away at the Tiny with the follow of the Mirana. They will get Ice. That's a wicked 6 streak down. But they had to find back on the Ogre for it. They also lost their Shaman. Decent showing from Alliance, all things considered.
Shabby, considering the way this game's been going, they haven't really had any real action or kills in their favor for a long time.
Yeah, and I'm not broken up about an Ogre buyback. If it manages to end the wicked 6 streak, and you give that gold to the...
That's number 4, by the way.
True.
Even though he has 7 kills, we never said he would have a bad game. We just said he would die a lot.
I just care about the D.
At least you're honest.
Aghanim Scepter completed on the Invoker.
23 Savages hunting this. Be a dieback. The Bloodlust maybe going down. Move forward. Huge tornado. What a sick play. Gets the dude baseball, but he does get pulled. DJ's there with the big bailout. Gets the shackles locking on the Miranda. The BKB. Night Stalker looking for more. Legion Commander in trouble. Ogre still alive for the moment. It looks like Fada maybe makes it at the avalanche off the mark. Doesn't have the TP though. It's gonna take him a little while. Those elusive Ogre. Watch him in the wild. Nice. See him as he jukes, easily chucking catapults. Furious Rockman cannot find him.
Scanning and everything.
He's out.
Oh, unbelievable.
Clean.
Simply unbelievable.
Yep. That's actually kind of important. He's maxed out Bloodlust. That make a difference between tier 2 tower going to the...
And would have been dead for like 50, 60 seconds.
Still gonna lose a tier 2, looks like.
Yeah, it's too late to get this for this, but it's at least should be contested.
That was such a I mean, kind of lucky tornado that died hitting the Legion as he blinked in.
Yeah, they managed to get the duel off first. I think Moon would have been dead for sure.
But Moon was trying to set up for like the multi-tornado because he ran past them and turned around. So that was a pretty nice play.
Ended up getting the third, and
has the Ags now too. So like, does Alk KB still 9 seconds, but go a couple team fights and you're getting control constantly.
And that was a big thing. Moon dies there. Alk could beat KB. Alk didn't want to go in and engage because it was still on cooldown from the previous fight.
They're trying to push their advantage with the stages.
AC coming soon on Nightstalker themselves.
Moon is on the hunt. He, I think, just scouted Handskin, but Handskin actually thinking about Frey outside the base. Bold move.
Good dive ward just on the hills here, and doesn't see a whole lot, but sees enough. Very deep vision up when you're kind of stuck in your base position like this against a team who has so much map control. This
is literally the opposite of what our team wants to be doing. They want to be penning you up in your base. So he's going Bissell. Pretty standard.
Oh, Mirana has overtaken Commander in net worth.
It's
It just gets reclaimed, so Alliance want to make a move with the Moonlight Shadow, but Fnatic are retreating, sending in the tiny illusions, scouting things out.
Pinging the ward, they know exactly where Alliance has got some big, like...
They're still in the area.
No sentries are back in the
Alliance are looking to set up here. They're going to potentially initiate on Ice. In comes 23 Savage with the Crippling Fear, keeping that Death Prophet back for the moment. BKB diving forward. The team's not really with him. The Void comes through. The rest of them hesitate. So it looks like a BKB blown.
I mean, Exorcism's popped.
Yeah.
Oh, they're still only.
They still think about it. Oh, they get the duel on the BKB Shaman, but the interruption here from the Invoker not going to matter. He's on Ignis commit and Meatball rolling through. Big AoE spells everywhere, and Ice makes his move, jumps onto the Alp, tries to keep him controlled, tries to prevent him from doing any damage in this fight. Already, this is BKB. Nico Baby running away for dear life. He is not looking tanky. This is without the Shaman getting his key spells off.
Fnatic got a little bit too pressured to force play there just because the Nightstalker like run in with his BKB, but you traded Nightstalker BKB for out BKB and Exorcism.
Yeah.
Like that was good for Fnatic until they had DJ go blinking in too aggressively.
And that was Shaman's BKB also, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so...
Expecting the duel.
And 33 lives, which is surprising.
And is there with the Ghost Walk. Scout out the smoke.
Fnatic respect that what Alliance, the position they were in around this bottom side of the map. The really big thing is Alliance had that ward up the entire time. They had full vision around that area because of this cliff, and there was just no sentries. Fnatic knew it was there. They were pinging it, but
they were trying to illuminate to, I guess, get the vision.
Yeah, but they didn't have the detection.
Yeah. No jam, no sentry, so there was no way to actually be warded. And they fought under clear light of day.
Counter AC here from 23 Savage.
20 times coming up.
Nice pickup versus the Exorcism.
This game still feels so tough for Alliance, but they're playing basically with one core in the late game against a team with 3 cores and a Shadow Sham who can just lock down half your team, potentially.
And it's going to be a while before Alchemist is able to start gifting out Aghanim Scepters. If he gives that to Death Prophet, all of a sudden Death Prophet gets instantly viable. But right now, it's Nico Baby having to worry about himself. Get the Abyssal, and then I guess once the Abyssals maybe be no-teamed, or you start going out for Aghanim Scepters. Or Moon Shard, I don't know. Oh no, he's starting stacks in his quick one.
Yeah, I like this choice when you're up against so much lockdown, and you know he's been very conservative with the BKB charges, but at some point it's a 5-second BKB.
Yeah.
Got to spread the wealth between your cores this far behind your one or your Death Prophet.
Cores.
Yeah.
9k net worth DP.
You get the BKB,
Then she's up there.
Yeah, suddenly she's basically the same level as Tiny Invoker, or very similar.
Although Nightstalker has completed his desires.
And it's got things out here, but they get the Hex on Nico maybe to start the fight. The wards come through, he hits off the BKB, press the attack, and now they're looking to turn the fight around, but one kill. DJ down, wards committed, looking decent. Jabs is isolated here on the backside to get the door on the Legion Commander, and it's hack-a-slash time for Dope Baby. He does get 3 kills, 23 Savage on the run, huge fight. Alliance just getting a counter initiation from the Legion, and then Nico Baby goes to work.
DJ's not respecting the Legion save. Yeah, press the attack, and then Nico Baby has the Abyssal Blade just isolated, kill the Shadow Shaman to follow up. But the big thing is just press the attack.
Yeah.
You can't.
He needs to counter initiate.
Yes, he can't start the fight with this BKB the same way he could the last game he played the Shadow Shaman.
Unless if it's on Legion. If it's on the Legion, then I'm fine with it.
Even then, though, Alk is the Abyssal. Alk can thinking Abyssal him.
Yeah, that's true.
It's you feel a bit better about it, but
I mean, better shout than like Abyssaling the Invoker or something.
end of the day, it's just not up to start fights anymore.
Yeah.
Like, the previous game when he was playing it, yeah, he could get away with it. This game, you've got a Tiny with a BKB, you've got an Invoker, and you've got a super farm Knights. Let these guys do their thing. Come in at the end of the fight. Let Legion duel someone before you go for a play.
Did Tiny end up activating his BKB in that fight? I know he had it assembled.
No.
He didn't use it.
Yeah. It's just, I mean, it's impressive. It's equal to how well Alliance are playing and picking their fights that they're behind on so many of their heroes and can win a fight like that.
Yeah.
Are scouted right now.
The
No common wars.
stand up. The two teams don't know the respawn time of it.
Well, they get an Aegis. X number 1 is probably coming out. Nico Baby already 3.2k net worth.
Jesus. Last time. Wow.
Spiked up like
Yeah, what the hell? That fight was amazing.
Couple grand.
Yeah. You do get to the death of it.
I think so. Just making her tankier even.
That's true.
That'll
Well, you don't get the...
Oh, that's right.
It's just with the AC on the Nightstalker, like I was trying to say.
Additional Legion, 23 Savage gets it started. There will be no save in this fight. Catch out of the Alchemist as well. Can they finish him off? Ice gives him the punch, brings him down. Alfada isolated, have trouble. The Aegis doing work. The buyback's coming through. Alk's back into it. Legion's back into it. Ogre's back into it. Triple buyback. And now clean disengage by Fnatic.
Great play for Fnatic. They recognized 3-3, got complete blinking in for that Invis rune. That was the biggest bait ever. Fnatic's a team that's always loved to do this with runes. They will camp around them, knock them up, and just...
Now they really need to. They just, Baby's just walking straight into the pit.
They still exorcism, so...
Winding light out. They know KPs are on cooldown. The Night Stalker is coming up soon.
It's about to be nighttime in 10 seconds because no Dark Ascension.
Lions are feeling desperate to claim this.
Yeah, just pushing out, apply a bit of pressure, but he also doesn't have much mana.
All right, another 800 gold for Alchemist. Pretty nice.
He did just buy back, right?
Yeah, he's at 1200. Now he's at 2200. Classic.
Careful up here.
Dangerous positioning.
He might nuke once he is putting back up, but... Stay hidden.
You gonna go for this whip?
I guess. Probably wants to conserve his mana. With his potential rogue standoff coming soon. We're realistically already there.
Man, that fight was real chaotic. They dropped 2 wards in the same location.
Yeah.
Buybacks down. Really puts Alliance in a difficult spot.
M picked up on 23 Savage. Not sure if we mentioned that.
Oh, Ice Bottle's a double damage room on the Tiny. Doesn't have the axe, but still.
I think he takes it over.
Yeah, especially if it's a bottle. I'm surprised he didn't just add a bottle to the 23 Savage.
Not a bad DD here, but Night Stalker definitely the better.
Very precarious position for Alliance.
What level is it?
got the alacrity damage talent. So
Yeah, I guess with the Night Stalker.
they don't have the best. I mean, they have Shaman, but we're seeing that even that's unreliable disable to set up for Cataclysm.
Yeah, and Will-O-Wisp isn't that great with all the BKBs online now.
Going for the guaranteed high impact plays. A lot of damage, attack speed.
Their arrows are thrown in, and they're going to make their jump now. 23 Savage with the alacrity, hitting for over 400. Working on his Roche. Arrow completely eats them. Do Alliance there, engage. They are down 3 buybacks. Legion out. Blows over. Actually, the smoke.
I like this. They show themselves in the pit, then very quickly smoke elsewhere, even though Alliance will know they're not in that pit anymore with the scouting.
Hanging out, they get vision with that scam. No Alliance are in the area, and 23 Savage is going to commit for this. He jumps forward, he's got the gem, he keeps eyes on Fada. Not going to go all in, we'll get the wars cleared out. It's tasty gold, 500, so with discipline.
I thought they
now back off for the Roche.
Yeah, Fada has no buyback there, so he's worth probably jumping and killing, but it's just a little bit too far away.
Roche is going to drop too fast here. Looks like Arrow does come in. It helps him. Looks like it would have been one. There's AJ now making his move. He catches up. Nico Baby's ready, but the stun gets canceled. Quick Hex, and well, he gets purged up, chucked up and down, though. He's just not that tanky in these fights. He's got to back off, stay together with the team. The Ignis committed. Now they're chasing out 23 Savage. BKB's ending soon, though. Nico Baby up on a cliff! Up on a cliff! So they're going to have to fight without him for a little while. Blink available. No, they keep the damage going. All they can do is throw a stun. It's a good one, though. Connect up to the having a team fight. Actually doing good damage even without him. Lips hanging on here. Might be able to kill off 23 Savage once, can put a second time. That'll be the real test. They get off the duel. They're still isolating. Nico Baby finally makes his way down. And Fnatic, I don't know if they're going to take this fight. Ice in trouble. He's dead. That's death number 5. And Jabs us the TP out. The rest of the team scrambles back. They got the Aegis too.
They got so excited about being the Colin was just sitting there poking him to cancel the blink. Unfortunately, an uphill miss.
See, Prison Hardcore knows how to get clipped, like the real hardcore. You let the rest of your team shiv everyone inside that high ground position while you just stand there and make a call. Go! Oh, man.
I can't. Fnatic is just a nuts team. They're literally tipping him. They were 0 dead. No one had died, and they're tipping.
Let me just open up the scoreboard real quick.
And DJ is doing hero lines in the middle of a freaking team fight. It's like, these guys just like, how can you focus in a team fight when you're using hero lines?
Oh, man. So,
Not the fight that they thought it was
they
going to
won
be.
the fight after they lost the Roche.
They might lose more here. 23
23
Savage in danger. He's going to Dark Ascension away.
That's a long cooldown. He didn't have his blink. It was in his backpack.
Just got his nullifier.
Bounty runes. No longer priority number 1 to deny from an alchemist, or the wolf untagged scepter fun. Still yet
Purple not one yet?
No.
No, okay.
no like yeah.
He's going to have the buyback available soon. 2 minutes. Bounty spot. They're pinning him out. And it's like, yeah, let's get that egg so they're fun.
Thought about it. It's like, never mind.
Arcane power.
All right, 4,800. We'll be able to buy that one and have buyback pretty soon.
Move the Lincolns. This might be the idea to help protect some of these, like against the BKB shackles, for example.
Yeah, if they're able to save press the attack for later on in the fight, I think. Wait, does
Oh, it's the Invoker.
Oh, okay.
He's got the Lincolns.
Oh, I see.
Yeah,
So then you have a
Duel,
guaranteed BKB shack. Well, I guess if the Abyssal and
It
Duel.
can still be purged off by Legion, that you're not afraid of getting dueled or abyssal.
Yeah.
I don't even know if he's putting on Shaman. If anything, he's just trying to protect himself against the duel. Because Legion does not have any good way to break that Lincoln's himself.
Legion a long ways away from AoE press the attack on the level.
25's coming up. Night Stalker's 25. Typically, you see the Dark Ascension cooldown. I've seen at least the last game I saw.
It's possible whenever you got the Alacrity tap with Invoker, then maybe you go for Hunter Speed. But I still think that the cooldown is just more valuable.
You have the uptime's like what, 40% almost? It's like 30 seconds up, 80-second cooldown.
Yeah, I mean it's such it's a big improvement. And if you got the, I feel like you need even more attack speed.
That's true.
Dire's
Plus,
bottom
it's just the fact that it turns the entire map to nighttime. It's not even about the buff for yourself. You have so much free pathing and all that stuff.
All that good stuff.
What other big other 25 ranking coming up? Are there any 25 heroes yet? Doesn't look like it.
Oh, DP got the axe. No.
Okay, sweet. She will start farming much quicker now also. So it's kind of a self-propagated.
He's getting wards.
Yeah.
He's getting bounties.
Teach him
another
fish.
5K.
Oh, they're baiting this DD room. Classic Fnatic.
Alright, time for the tips to come out.
These guys more than they're probably the closest to OG when it comes to the tip abuse.
Abuse.
They're abusing their enemy, that's for sure. Last game with Spirit was a spicy one. I just love that they lost the fight with other ones.
It wouldn't have been nearly as funny if they had won.
I mean, if they clipped Alchemist, I'm pretty sure you think that you win the fight, but little did they know.
Fnatic getting their jollies on here in the dire jungle, but Alliance are making move.
Then shows himself.
DP airing them. The arrow comes in just a bit off the mark, but
Don't know if you got vision of Ice Slip.
he's still lurking. Alliance are moving in. They're creeping forward. Oh, they jump. Find Fada. They try to lock him down. Does get purged, but the Ignis is there to also grab the DP who gets pushed away. There's a warp trap on the rear end of this, but Nico Baby comes in, just starts going to work on that Shaman. Relatively tanky, but not that tanky. He will drop PKBs everywhere, committed exorcism as well. The duel on Nap's going to finish him off on the right side of the fight. 23 Savages going ham on this Ogre with Ice. They're going to have to run the middle. They can fight into this DP.
Oh, another tornado.
Moon, how much can he get done here with the Ags? Rest of the team out. So, Exorcism committed. Pretty long cooldown at the stage.
Numbers look kind of even. Overall, the one buyback each side used, it was a dieback for Fada, but it's not like you're being high grounded right now.
They did lose their gem, it looks like.
On the side. But it's still on the ground in the mid lane. Yeah.
I think Night Stalker stopped carrying it. Yeah.
Oh,
They're going for it. Saving the Jetta. It's Moon now trying to get out. Alk stun coming through. 23 Savage. He's got to be careful. Nico Baby is out of mana, though. The Invoker control is a big problem in this fight. But the duel blinks right past it. Him standing strong with the Spirit Siphon gets the duel win. That's 116 damage on 33. They are chasing for more. Another Spirit Siphon, another bash. He doesn't even have mana for the Abyssal Blade and doesn't even need it. Gem hits the deck. Was it worth it?
Oh, that gem
was it worth it, Fnatic? It was not.
That answers the question of which team needs the BKB more, because they were all down after the earlier fight. The Gems, like, neutral grounds, capture the flag, and Alliance, I don't even know if it's, like, the prioritization. It was daytime, you're saying.
Yeah, daytime was the big problem.
Yeah.
Well, it's also Invoker being in an incredibly forward position, like where he's got to run instead of being able to sit back and let the tanky frontliners.
That's why I
take
assumed the BKBs being down was going to be worse for Alliance, because then Invoker can just go use everything. But he ended up using Ice Ball, and then he was just like, we're getting kind of close to me. I'm going to run away now, and still ended up dying.
Yeah, he doesn't have a BKB head, actually.
Yeah.
A little surprising for the stage. Oh, man. You know, it's like the Alk lineups have that kind of like flat line where before he can start giving the team Ags and he starts falling off a little bit, but now he's just, everybody's getting an Ags.
So he has the second one in his backpack. Murano or himself, would be my guess. I only see Legion Commander Ags lose games. I don't think Unrefined Fire Blast is useful this game.
Being an ogre, but probably not. Well, he's standing by 3. No, he's an ogre. It looks like it.
Huh. Wait. Yeah.
All right, Fada suddenly doubling up the Keeper Flight net worth almost. Pretty good.
Just another stun with all these short BKBs, having a
Yeah.
second multi-castles done against like Batstalker and
If you're getting
On a 300 HP hero with 23 armor.
if you're getting
Radiant's
EMP'd every
bottom
fight, he
tower
probably doesn't
is
even have the
falling.
mana for his normal fire blast. So
Are scattered.
and you're playing for the ultra late game. We could see that level 25 ogre in that fireball
Radiant's middle
damage.
tower
it doesn't
is
work on
under
Underfront
attack.
though.
Oh, okay.
So I say
It should. It really should, but it only works on the fire.
Daedalus, no Aghanims though. See the tiny eggs for now.
Next, perhaps the name of the game. It is version number 3 now. First shot or eggs.
Yeah, I believe so.
Everybody's killable this game. So much strong disable, a lot of BKBs, good saves on the dire side. So really does come down to execution.
So Size completes his Daedalus. Doesn't have buyback right now, just short of it. A risky spot to be in. They get a gem on the Fnatic team, knowing just de-warding. And you're playing against Miranda Moonlight Shadow. You gotta have a gem.
Radiant's top tower
Still
is
this-
under attack.
Tier 1 is up 48 minutes into the game.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Invoker completes his 10 second BKB. Problem is the rest of his takes at 5 seconds, so I feel like I have to run out the same time as everyone else does. So at least he has
Radiant's
some
top
protection from
tower
unstable
is falling.
concoctions and stuff like that.
Split pushing bot lane. He's gonna force some people back, I imagine.
Dire's bottom tower is under
By
attack.
Fnatic, smoke by
Radiant's top tower is under
Alliance
attack.
as well. Bottom lane did get pushed in, so looks like they will spread out a little bit.
Oh my god, that Forge Spirit's about to take this tier 3 tower single-handedly.
Oh, Savage coming from the low ground though. 33 blinks out. Nico Baby blinks out. They want to retreat. DP has BOTs. BKB for 33. Does he engage? Meanwhile, Ward Trap on Fada, but that's not really the hero you want to be focusing on. I'll say Ward Trap, just the Shackle and Ward Trap. And they're going to go on to jabs here. Chasing forward, Alp's getting into them. He's working on Moon. Moon's got the BKB. He's got the cheese. He's got the Ghost Hawk. He is running for dear life. Buyback on the Legion Commander. They want to re-engage. Go for round 2. Tornado comes through. They're chasing into the Shaman wards. Surely we'll kill these off first. Nico Baby.
Are not a threat anymore.
Yeah.
Food, their money, Mr. Nika Baby, who has 10k gold.
Yeah. It's into the rush pit now.
Another X
Radiant
queued up.
scared.
And Murata.
Himself. He's got the synth as well. So it might be.
And this is a refresher. Roche, not a synth Roche.
He also ate Moon Sharp at some
Oh,
point.
you're right. I'm not the same.
Oh, they got the duel. Good grab on Moon on the side of the fight. Doesn't have the BKB. Used it to get away earlier. Multicast brings him down dead for 100. No buyback on him. This could be the end of the game. They might just go down mid. Ice also fought out. That is going to be death number 6.
What a sick force step, which is
Yeah.
that's a break the Lincolns on Invoker.
I was wondering how he got the duel off.
Damn.
Alliance are just going to go for it here. You see 23 Savage scrambling to the bottom. No, they're going to back off.
Double damage though.
Lift comes out. They chill. They're going to
can
go
really
Roche and
threat.
play it safe.
He blinks forward, gets a tower. He's going to try to force
He's
him
going to
be-
Rex them for
Yeah,
this.
he is.
Is the Aegis
under
one?
attack.
Oh, he's
TPs?
trying.
They don't want to give this one.
Oh, how come he cancelled TP?
Oh, he's going to go back in.
Fada is here though.
Yeah, Ogre's protecting.
But I don't think they can stop this.
Radiant's middle
If he
tower
just beat
They burned off the DD.
Oh, BKB. Oh, no TP. Slow him down with the Spirit Siphon, and 23 Savage has to get out, has to blink. Does it, but still the Roche is going to drop, so they lose a tier 3, they keep the Rex, and they get the
Dire's
Aegis
bottom
chase.
shrine is under
And the
attack.
Refresher Shard on the Legion.
Probably pass that back over to Limp. If he might.
Yeah, double exorcism. Well, not double, but 2 exorcisms.
He'll just keep warm for now in his backpack.
Oh man, and now Death Prophet hits 25. Exorcism grants haste.
Radiant's
So
middle
Invoker
tower.
has the gold for the buyback
Radiant's
now.
middle tower.
Shouldn't be using it with only 20 seconds. Alliance are going to march on to high ground. Yeah. Double Exorcism is just about ready.
We'll happily give up on kind of racks so they can hold back.
Oh, commitment 33. Huge jump forward. There, bold maneuver. They're fighting into the wards, into the tier 4 towers.
The attack after the duel.
Oh my god.
And then
Cojones on this man.
use the Force Staff offensively to bring the Coddle closer to him for the duel.
Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
What a play.
Or Force Staff on Legion Commander is what I'm seeing from this guy. AoE the attack as well.
Now they're looking to bring down this Fnatic base. They thought they had it in the bag, but it is not looking that way. Now Ice getting controlled, getting stunned. The Alchemist being forced back. 2047 damage, diving in. Can even kill up the Ogre? No, the Bash is coming through. Missiles committed as well. And they are going to turn this with the arrow. 2047 dead for 100. He's got a buyback, does so immediately. Look to rejoin the fight. Alliance looking to get out now. Ice slowly swinging that This out just won't die. Alliance are going to keep on pushing forward. Tiny also is back. Connell has it. Refresher shards. Let's use it, looks like. An Alliance just committing for 4 towers. There's no more. They've got to hold this. They've got to instant purge on that Hex. DKB shackled from Gibson. The counter duel 33. Going in deep. Ignis there, but where's the damage? They're lacking it. Another win for him. He's at 68. Got Stalker not very much in this fight. Nico baby gets tornadoed up, but the tier 4-1 is falling. They keep on fighting. They keep on looking for kills. The Ignis still a problem. It's finally going to expire. Ice. He's likely going down, batted around, and isolated by himself on the back lines. Huge AoE coming through. Alliance charging in. Somehow they pull this one out from the grave. They wipe the entire Fnatic team. Where are your tips now, boys? Ultra kill from Nico and a
Roshan has fallen to the Radiant.
Coming on minute 15 obviously, and VT faded, being able to use that Dark Ascension into the night is very strong.
Game far sitting pretty even. That's because look how far back Hermione is. He's behind all 3 cores
Radiant's middle
beside of
tower
Ethan.
is under attack.
Yeah, it's a pretty quiet game. Like very quiet, very slow. Only 7 kills, 15 minutes in. RB League of Legends, what's happening? Come on, Envy, do something. Go feed a bit. He's got the drums. I think he can fight with his teammates right now, even though he's far behind. That's because of the farm allocation, right? You're giving everything to this Alchemist, so it's not really because of envy. He could definitely have more, but they're just giving gold prime spots to the Alchemist, and he's pretty much left trying to fight all the time and make things happen across the map.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
See that mid tier
Radiant's
2.
bottom tower is under attack.
Once again, still holding on to that Aegis. It'll be Dragonlance next for the TA.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
A very common item on the TA is to hook up Desolator and a BKB.
Dire's top
You
tower
see it sometimes with power treads, like you see it sometimes even before the Desolator. Just power treads, Raid Bans, and Dragonlance helps you just stay a bit tankier early on. Doesn't always work out, but it is a decent item to pick up sometimes. Also can help you versus Will-O-Wisp in this game. But
Radiant's
overall,
middle
did you see
tower is under attack.
the Alchemist build? Actually, the item that he's getting next. Well, he bought Vitality Booster, but he stopped. Alright, that's good. He was actually queuing up hard.
For the Jakiro, but they've got the toss with the Mystic Flare for them to get the kill. Take out Mumi very quickly right there, but just moving Alchemist away from the danger.
And that's gonna be Blink on Fade Beyond now. He has that initiation option for him, for his team actually. As it's the first time they'll be able to make moves without smokes. They'll just be able to run around this tiny and make stuff happen. That's already very big as the TA is ready to fight too. With the Dragonlance, with the Dazzle, they can start pushing towers. Ice Stalker with the Aghanim, so yeah, the things are coming together for you at the moment. Can we do it? They're one game up, but it was the same yesterday and they managed to lose the series, so let's see if they can actually stand up against this 897 TA mid-lane Alk.
In a little bit of trouble, but didn't go too far on that. They're getting pressured pretty heavily, maybe not giving Alka enough time to really come online. Yes, he's got this piece. This is the timing that they're going to need to hit.
This is very scary. Like, they're being pressured and yeah, they have to smoke up. Because they were close inside of their base 18 minutes in. That cannot happen. That's way too early. You need to get out. You need to make some kills.
Some moment, but Ryle's got enough damage to get the kill. Double damage sitting over top. So quickly.
With that smoke, they didn't really get a massive kill. It's a position 5, but at the same time they did capture one side of the map, and I believe that's more important.
He does have his Rod of Vetos, so they were back in the Pink Dagger for a little bit of speed. Gon finally picks it after the Active Saber. They've got the Rod of Vetos, so they've got a combination there.
Envy?
Some lockdown.
They've got Envy too.
Silence, but Metal Strike comes in and just blows it up. Envy going down and moving in, gonna run back. But this is overwhelming pressure that we're feeling from eHome.
Yeah, they're not messing around. After that first game, this is looking much better from them. They're just completely dominating Fighting Pandas, and they might even look to push very soon. They know that Alchemist is on their side of the map. They can decide to go for him or not. Looks like they might, because runes are spawning soon.
Church done. He heads for 807. The spin out the avalanche it's a bit of a bait here with BKB's getting pop. Also the Willis coming in and sneaking Moonbender. He's going to be reclaimed, and now they've got the BKB. The more comes out the Luby 97. BT and he's in too far. So 2 kills there for Fighting Pandas and play themselves a little bit.
Not only that, bounties are about to spawn, and remember they have an Alchemist in their trap, so these bounty runes are going to be massive for them. But it looks like Aoi doesn't manage to do a whole lot on the top. He actually manages to die. So only 2 bounty runes taken by... Actually, yeah, only 2 by sniping. It's still good with an Alchemist. I think that's alright. But the way they played that, Fighting Pandas, that was perfect. They just baited there, went onto the TA, followed up with Will-O-Wisp, taken down 2 big cores, Stalker and the TA, just when the bounty runes were about to spawn. Great victory for them. They needed this for sure.
Home where the right spot for that. BKB for Alchemist paying off. TA needs to pick hers up. That's away from hers, and the Night Stalker, he goes for and be as long as the rest of the way. So super amount of away for both of them.
There's a Shadow Blade on Tiny, by the way, after that Blink Dagger too, so like he's definitely very mobile. It's easy for him to cut from behind and catch big targets. But it's only right now to make stuff happen, to smoke up, to get something done once again. It's too simple for people to blow up E at the moment. He has no BKB yet, so even this Tiny pretty much bring him from 100 to almost 0 in one combo.
Radiant structures
They really
are
want
fortified.
BKBs before they fight on home. They'll buy out on it. The
Radiant's
TA buy
top
out
tower
this.
has fallen.
Night Stalker still that rest. A lot of base comes in. Chengdu is there. Comes down. They've got the force staff on Mumiander.
Is under attack.
Now, all of a sudden, Ehome, the heavy retreat.
On the cliff, cosplaying as Arteezy, but he does come off with the Blink Dagger, and they do take down that tier 2. Good reactions by the way in that fight. As soon as he saw Skyrat, instantly blinks, roars, prevents him from taking down the Ogre with Atos.
As the about a creep wave away, go fire next. We'll see if those fire that blink dagger. Do you think he should definitely go to that blink dagger before the null fire?
It's usually the way to go, because the nullfire is great, but if you don't have a way of getting on top of the target, it's not really that good. Basically, that nullfire prevents the target from using BKB when you get on top of it with Crippling Fear. So you have this mini Doom on the Night Stalker if you can pull it off. Yeah, I agree with you. I think Blink Dagger is a little bit better as the first item to pick up. Looks like there's the smoke.
There's smoke. They could find anything. Their own shrine is the alchemist, was the ogre.
Well, if they don't find anything, there is Roach, but they might find Envy. Hello, Envy.
Envy.
Straight.
There for a moment again, and I feel he's very willing to take these ganks a little bit. If alchemist is still fun.
He looks very willing to take it, and takes it again. They go for it.
Now they've got the Willis, and the damage coming from Brow is going to be way more than he can handle. The Primal Roar and will the Night Stalker, but
he takes all the damage, but at the same time he takes the punishment. They managed to play like without him. They managed to get some good pickoffs. They kill off the Stalker instantly after. I had a feeling Ehome is going to go straight into the pit after that, like disciplined as the pack, but instead they feed the kill, and they might feed more. 897 on the top lane. He does have haste, and he should be fine.
BKB as well. That's enough items within the trees right now. It almost feels like they want to go in, and they also don't have time to about it all.
Like, this is the second game, like that first match they won on the side of fighting pandas, but then we didn't really dish out a lot of damage. He didn't really do too well in that game. He was just taking it for the team and creating space for Brawl, and he's doing the same thing this time around. Like 1-3-0 on the gyrocopter, not really the greatest game, but as long as strategically they're winning, that's all that matters.
Doing Roar's trial comes over. He'll be fighting. Now we got the silence as well as Atos. He's come to they push him up higher around. He's sitting for now. Ice hat very well. He's going to do that. Really down to the gyrocopter as well. BKB's Alchemist, but wait, 7 Primal Roar comes out, and that's not going to care. They're rushing them. He's going to get the buyback both the hero as well as the TA. They'll go after the cop. He's just going after the support, but he needs to be able to be careful. Finally gets to the high flash. He's on 3. They've got the toss as well. And they're going to put that in. Then all down comes in. Tiny and Joe Perhaps whacked away at all these heroes. He really does not care about what Ehome are throwing his way.
These buybacks, man.
Beastmaster. It's buybacks from both teams.
There's at least 4 buybacks used here. He goes straight into the shrines, heal up, and perhaps fight again. This is what I like. It's a bloodbath right there as 897. He's thinking about it. He's thinking about going into the pit instantly after, but has to be careful as there's a smoke from fighting pandas.
Spot Bravo. Have the vision, they're gonna see the smoked up of the blink dagger coming out. The ice path is not gonna land on anybody. The Wolfless hits on a 2 running back into the dire side, and they'll take out both supports in D1-2 combo.
Man, Envy is doing it. Killing spree, 4 kills from that one team fight. Straight into the pit. That's Aegis Cheese, and they must be feeling themselves great right now as they can go and take down tier 2 on the mid lane. Instantly afterwards, there's no Jakiro for 50 seconds, no Skyrat. There's nothing stopping them from perhaps even pressuring the high ground.
You have 40 seconds until the hero is up, 20 seconds until you've got the Sky Mage. I mean, Alchemist, he is just whacking this Evo side, and they don't know what to do about him at the moment.
He's 26k net worth, like 14k ahead of everyone. Oh,
Toss back towards the TA. Got the blink coming in from Boomeander. They put on some of the Alchemist. They have all them crush the tiny back points on all these heroes. He's got that on beach needed. KB's going to pop and make the cover. Really doing well. So onto the TA. It looks like they're going to steer through tower.
Maybe even Rex's.
You know, see how much more they want to go for. 50 round again. Blink toss combination is throwing back deep within the base. This one's going to be thrown. They've got the ice pan. Do they have the damage to find out again? 1-8-5? Because on the opposite side of the fight, BT Fate is trying to make as much as possible. Keep their eyes off Bryle. They're going to taking the big Aegis out, and they've done enough to at least get the first fight. They can propel down his the ice pan. KB's going to be used. And then stop out for being out. No, they look for he's able to TP out as well. And I think it is moving in a very good exchange for fighting Pandas.
Yeah, that was great. They take down the Rexes, they force a buyback from Tiny, and they just TP all away. Cole is the one that died in the end, but I think that he's willing to take that sacrifice. They did leave Alchemist behind a little bit there after he was tossed. I guess Brawl could have used that BKB a little bit earlier too, and then maybe he doesn't even die once. But overall, it's still very good for them. I think that team fight just proved how strong they are right now, and that Echo are in a really rough spot, as they might just lose the series 2-0 if they don't manage to somehow take down this Alchemist, but they are really lacking damage. Like, I was doubtful about this Heart of Harass build on Burrell. He went for it super early on. He was queuing that part even before the BKB, but I completely understand it now and I like it a lot. He's just not dying in these teamfights. They don't have the damage, and he's slowly burning them down with the acid spray, with the ulti, with the radiance, and he doesn't necessarily need too much damage considering he has that Beastmaster and the Ogre to buff up his attack speed.
Pandas, Primal Roar, a big speed fire blast. I mean, they have a lot here.
Under attack.
Keep you stationary. Make sure they can get the kill. You don't have major problems at the moment. 3,000 net worth for this Alchemist.
This Alchemist, is definitely a major problem.
TA at 9. I mean, the BKB durations are there, but it doesn't seem like what you said earlier. The damage isn't.
Yeah, damage isn't. BKBs are great to keep you up alive and to keep you in the fighting mode, but you're not dishing out any damage anyway.
Gold remains.
Radiant's bottom shrine is under attack.
They'll come in and find innocence when the game's done, and you're dead again.
He was trying to go for that bounty rune on the bottom lane. One of the reasons why he falls there. I think it's a decent attempt, but only a little faded though.
He hit him at the Primal Roar, and he doesn't have a TP to work with. He needs to get out of dodge.
The blink.
Avoid the Will-O-Wisp. Very good job to blink out, but is it even going to be enough? Drawing from the stun of the Alchemist, he needs to hide. He's done a good job of evading them so far. But make sure he's not hide behind anymore.
He's just making so much space, actually. He's making them work for it. He's making them chase him for such a long time. If he doesn't fall in the end, this is great for them, as he's delaying the game a lot. Oh, they actually didn't see. They did see him. Yeah, I was surprised. Snaking misses that blinding light.
Second. Oh.
This is ridiculous, man. Like, they just can't get him. There you go, Ignite is there, but the BKB is up. Oh, he used the BKB, but he has still no TP. They might kill him now, though, because of that.
Yeah. He's got the silence, he's in, stay alive, no longer. It's around the map.
Yeah, he bought so much time, but for what? They're on the tier 2 now. They killed him in a perfect spot because they can just go and push high ground now. Like, this is actually perfect for fighting Pandas, as that buyback would most certainly be committed by Milestones.
It's under attack.
I live to score again.
take the tier 3. His Fed comes in, only hits on a line. He does some what?
Exactly, look at Brad. He's not even committing his ultimate, he just hits in the Raxes without that ulti, without the big KB.
Yeah, but I'm a real common Zach on the tiny. I think maybe he was trying to get around here, but well, he's dead. He's going to get it on the sideline. Zeros. Charlie gets a metal strike from the BKB being popped by 7, but
Envy eats the cheese, and they go down and take the last tier 3, perhaps even the Raxes.
nice stab. GP going in for 18. We'll see what he's able to accomplish here with the ads in the void. Mystic Flare comes out once again. They look over at a turn. They're leading Pile as well as Envy. Needs to get out of the world. Up on the edge, make the start.
This is just game.
Can't get in the void. And will be mashed up, killed off. Injuries. Fighting Pandas with a huge upset. They take up 2-0 over EO.
Yeah, I really love the way they played in these two games. They put down Super Bowl against the Unknown, and they took down Ecom, who defeated them quite convincingly.